Coming up on this episode of Timberwolves Weekly, we'll recap all the events from the campus last weekend, including the homecoming game for the football team against Walsh. We'll go over all the other results from last week, and we'll tell you about this week's GLIAC and Northwood Athletes of the Week. Timberwolves Weekly starts right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 6th episode of Timberwolves Weekly. I'm Travis McCurdy, coming to you from the Hawk Center, where the volleyball team will be playing their final home game here this weekend. After that, we'll be over in the brand new renovated Bennett Center. Let's start talking about last weekend's results first. The football team hosted Walsh for their annual homecoming game. It was a windy, cold, rainy day. Let's check out how the Timberwolves did.
And he's kicking from the left hash.
On a 33-yard.
Yep, 33-yard attempt. Spot. Good. Knutson.
Yes. Nope, got it.
Comes away with points.
The best field position of the day, and we stopped him from getting a first down. Low snap, fumbled. And he's going to be sacked.
Northwood football. Special teams, Greg Sovey, and there's the punt return team.
And that
These boys go up and bring it down. Morris knows how to hit him. He's done it this year, a bundle. C.J. Patton, the lone setback, and he's going to get it showed, and Vashon not untouched.
Oh, beautiful fake up the middle. Pitch. Gutsy call.
A 50-yard attempt. Blocked.
There's a special team stand up again.
Northwood with the football, and the biggest man on the field's going to pick up about 2 following the block.
Is that Cameron England?
Yes, a 34-yard attempt. Snap, hold, and kick. All good. His second field goal of the day. He started the scoring back in the first.
Has been so stingy this year.
They'll do it the same
You're
thing.
gonna stop him again.
Red.
Wow.
Red. In on it. Cody Knoll.
And Alex McIntosh. Beautiful defensive stand for Northwood.
And the other Mike Keith, just
There again.
From the other side.
It's like they knew that play was coming.
Short stop and a fourth down, and short stop to get ball on turnover, and down's wide open. Lynchburg 30, 25-20, inside the 15 to the 12.
That's what we needed right there. Big time play.
From the right hash will be spotted at the 10. It's up. Good, a 20-yard field goal by David Knutson, his third field goal of the day. He's 3 for 3. There's the cannon.
Need our defense to step up here again.
Again.
One more turnover.
Worked out. Looks right. Goes right.
There it is.
INT at the goal line.
And he's got running room.
20 and a blocker out front. Marco Nickens.
There you go.
Following the huge stop defensively.
Oh, nice
Little
fake up the
misdirection
middle.
indeed. And it's coming back. Andre Carter, 20, 18-yard line. And Andre's finally brought down. Showed it, a little misdirection, pitched it back the other way, and Andre Carter turns that into a huge play for the T-Wolves.
So Northwood picked up the 16-7 win in the defensive battle with Walsh. The Timberwolves have now allowed just 27 points in 3 home games this season. C.J. Patton with 83 yards rushing, Vashon Nutt with 54 yards and the touchdown. Marco Nickens, big plays out of the secondary for the defense, 5 tackles, an interception, and 2 pass breakups. Northwood rushed for 216 yards on the day, 63 of which came on the final drive, which chewed up the last 8:40 of the game. So a great win for the Timberwolves over Walsh. Should mention that David Knutson was named the GLIAC Special Teams Player of the Week for his efforts in that game. 3 field goals. Congratulations to David. The only other home action last weekend at Northwood was the women's soccer team. They hosted Ferris State on Friday afternoon, and then the Timberwolves traveled to 7th-ranked Grand Valley State on Sunday. Let's see how the Timberwolves did.
But led directly to a scoring chance, and now Ferris has got the break on. This is Dubert out with the left side. Sends it to the middle. Shot, and another great save by Julie Shields. Wow, Julie Shields with a really good save again. Still not out, though. Tough, great save there by
Northwood was unable to get much offense going in that 1-0 loss to Ferris State. Julie Shields had 5 saves. Northwood finished with 8 shots on goal for the contest. Northwood then went to number 7 Grand Valley State and dropped a 5-1 contest. Northwood's Savannah King scored her first goal of the season. It's the first goal the Grand Valley State Lakers have allowed in the GLIAC this season. Northwood trailed 2-1 at halftime. Hopefully Dean Pappas' team can bounce back this week. They head to Malone on Sunday for their lone action this week. Men's soccer continued their fine play of late. They had 3 matches since our last show. They traveled down to Ohio to take on Ohio Dominican and Lake Erie before having a non-conference games against St. Joe on Tuesday. All those matches had similar results. Let's take a look at see how Doug Carter's team did. Northwood opened the week with a 3-0 win over Ohio Dominican. James Vaughn netted the game winner, the first goal of the game. And after an Ohio Dominican own goal, Maioa Oafico scored the last goal, the 8th of the season. Northwood finishes with a 19-9 advantage in shots over the Panthers. Then on Sunday, Northwood impressively beat Lake Erie 3-0 in a key GLIAC contest. James Vaughn, Mike Ankoviat, and Keaton Levick all scored goals for Northwood, who finished the game with a 20-7 advantage in shots. Then on Tuesday, Northwood, in a non-conference game, went on the road and posted yet another 3-0 victory. James DeCosmo with 2 more goals. Oafico with his team leading 9th. Johannes Staroba with yet another shutout. He had 5 saves in the contest. Northwood again with a big advantage in shots, 19-11 in favor of the Timberwolves. A really great run for the men's soccer team. Obviously, 7 in a row now for the Timberwolves. They've outscored their opponents 31-2 in that stretch. And for their efforts last week, James Vaughn and Johannes Staroba were both named GLIAC Players of the Week. So congratulations to Doug Carter's team. They're ranked number 11 nationally right now and number 1 in the region according to the Soccer Coaches Association. So good luck to that team. Keep up the good work, boys. Lots of other teams were in action this weekend as well. Let's take a look and see how everyone did. Volleyball went to Ohio and split a pair of matches. The Timberwolves picked up an easy 3-0 win over Lake Erie on Friday night. Krista Kramer with 12 kills, Allison Getty 8 kills, Colleen Mayer 6 blocks for the freshman in the 3-0 sweep. Northwood then dropped the first 2 sets at Ashland on Saturday, rallied back to win the next 2 sets, but fell 15-10 in the 5th set in a tough 5-set match against the Eagles. The 5th set was actually tied 10-10 before Ashland scored the final 5 points to earn the victory. Krista Kramer with a career-high 22 kills. Brenna Murphy and Colleen Mayer, the freshman, both had strong matches. Murphy with 9 kills, Mayer with 8 kills and 6 blocks for the Timberwolves. Women's golf team with a good result at Ashland, placing 3rd out of 12 teams. Northwood had the second best score on the final day of competition. Their 312 allowed them to move up to 3rd place. As you can see, Marlies Kleckner-Alt, Casey Hartner, and Angela Chimas all tied for 5th at 161 overall. The women's tennis teams picked up 2 more wins on the road in Ohio last weekend as well. In a rain-shortened match at Ashland, Northwood won 5-0. Easy win for the Timberwolves on that day, sweeping all of the matches. And then the Timberwolves extended their winning streak to 5 with an 8-1 win at Walsh. Northwood's only loss on the day became because of retirement. All 5 of Northwood's wins in singles came in straight sets. And the cross-country team competed at the Greater Louisville Classic. They're tune-up before their only home event of the year coming up this weekend. Jenny Franz finished 13th overall out of 209 runners with a time of 19:12.08. Sammy Tunani led the men's team at 125th overall out of 286 runners, 26:49.34. Another good week for Northwood Athletics there. Obviously, women's tennis playing well with 2 more wins, and that's a great result for women's golf as well to finish in the top 3 at an event filled with GLIAC schools. So congratulations to Dave Turner's team. Another busy week coming up here, as always in the fall. 3 home events highlighted by volleyball and cross-country action here in Midland. Let's take a look and see what's coming up this week. This weekend's action gets underway Friday at 4 o'clock as the 11th-ranked men's soccer team will play at Malone. Then at 7 o'clock that night, the volleyball team will host Ohio Dominican at the Hawk Student Life Center. Saturday, October 10th at 10 a.m. will be the beginning of the cross-country meet. That event's at the Curry East Golf Course near campus. Come on out and support the team. Saturday at 1 o'clock, the football team will travel to Michigan Tech for a game against the 14th-ranked Huskies. Also on Saturday, the women's tennis team returns home to host Hillsdale at 2 o'clock. And then at 5 o'clock, the volleyball team will take on Tiffin at the Hawk Student Life Center once again. Women's golf will compete at the Finley Invitational Sunday and Monday, while the men's golf team will compete on Monday and Tuesday at the Fall Midwest Regional. Women's soccer is at Malone Sunday at 3 o'clock for their lone action of the week, while the men will wrap up their weekend at Walsh at 3:30 on Sunday. And then women's tennis has a big match on Tuesday, October 13th. That's at Wayne State. Cross country only gets one home meet a year, so this is your one opportunity to come out and watch the Timberwolves this weekend. Come on out to Curry. We'd love to have you. And, of course, volleyball here. Last chance to see him play in the Hawk Center before the renovated Bennett Center opens up on Halloween weekend. Our athletes of the week this week came from men's soccer and from the volleyball team. Our volleyball athlete of the week is practicing behind me right now, and she had a couple of great matches against Lake Erie and Ashland. And our men's soccer athlete of the week, he scored 2 game-winning goals in 2 games last week. Let's see who our athletes of the week are. Our women's athlete of the week is senior outside hitter Krista Kramer from the Northwood volleyball team. She had a big week for the Timberwolves in a pair of road matches, averaging 4.25 kills and 4.88 points per set. In Northwood's 3-0 win at Lake Erie, Kramer led all players with 12 kills. She then registered a career-high 22 kills in a 5-set match at Ashland. For this season, Kramer currently leads Northwood and ranks 8th in the GLIAC in kills per set at 3.17. She also leads Northwood with total digs with 131. The men's athlete of the week is James Vaughn from the Northwood soccer team. He is also the GLIAC offensive player of the week this week. He scored the game-winning goal in each of Northwood's 2 road wins last week. He scored the opening goal of the game against Ohio Dominican and against Lake Erie. Northwood has now won 7 straight matches, outscoring their opponents 31-2 in that stretch. Well, that's going to do it for another episode of Timberwolves Weekly. Make sure you like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and check out all of our videos on YouTube. I'm Travis McCurdy signing off. Keep fighting. Go Mad.